Yes, sir. What is going on, YouTube? We are back at it with another Forza Horizon 3 build video, man. The channel where we are taking your requests every single day of the week, man. 7 days a week, 365 days a year, unless it's, you know, one of those leap year type things. You guys know how all of that goes. You know, the typical things you learn in school. You know, God bless education, man. That's all I have to say. But for today's video, man, we have stay in school, kids. Don't drop out. Don't play video games. Stay in school, graduate, and then you can play video games, man. When you get your job, you finish work, go home, play some video games, man. Unless you can make, you know, unless you stay in school. That's all I'm trying to say. Today's video, man, today's request coming from a couple of people on YouTube. Joshua Thomas, Cam TV Gaming, and Support Your Local Vandal. All want to see Cam Career from Haggard Garage's SR20 240. Now, I've seen this one pop up on the channel quite a few times in the past, and the reason that I didn't do it is because those of you guys who have been paying attention to the Haggard Garage channel know that about a month, maybe 2 months ago now, Cam actually got into an accident on the track. Him and Orion actually crashed into each other, and I was not really sure what was going to happen with this car. Now, initially in their videos, they had said that this car was probably going to be a write-off. It turns out they ended up putting a full tube frame chassis in it, and that pretty much revived the 240. Now, I'm not 100% sure what I should go with, because those of you guys who do know, Cam actually has the Sylvia Club K front end. So now I'm kind of torn as to, should I use the 240 chassis or the Sylvia chassis in which Cam has the front end? I guess to be authentic, we're going to have to go with the 240 SX chassis. So what I'm going to do right off of the bat is just select a manufacturer color. This green color here, which ironically just so happens to be kind of identical to the new Haggard livery. So we're going to go ahead, select up this color for the time being. We're going to jump into the upgrade section here, and I guess proceed with this build. Now, right off of the bat, we aren't going to be doing any of these conversions, no engine swaps, no drivetrain. I believe this comes stock with the SR20. Oh, my mistake. This looks like a 2.4, which I'm not really sure what motor that is. Definitely an SR20, so it looks like we have a 2-liter inline 4, 2-liter inline 4 turbo, which I believe the SR20 is going to be a turbo motor. So I'm going to go with this i4 turbo right here in hopes that this is going to be close to the SR20 that we're looking for in this one. Now, as far as the aero and appearance, like I said, Cam does have the Sylvia front end, which I don't think we're going to be able to replicate entirely, or it did have the Sylvia front end. But what I think I'm going to go with is the Origin body kit, which I'm pretty sure is the kit that Cam has on here. He does have the Rocket Bunny rear wing on it. Also looks like the Origin rear bumper. Now, I'm not sure exactly what side skirts he has on there, if any. So I'm just going to go with the Ings street side skirt. Nothing too crazy. Kind of subtle. Definitely looks like Cam's car. Now, obviously, he had a couple different sets of drift burners on here. But when this thing was spec'd out, it had a kind of blacked out wheel with a chrome lip. So I'm just going to see if I can find something here to kind of replicate that wheel right now. And what I think I'm going to go with is these Hammond Edition Race, almost identical to what Cam has on his car. And I believe he's rocking a set of 18s on there. Definitely look like 18s, much bigger than the wheels that are on here right now. So I'm going to go ahead, install 18s on here. We need to continue working. We got a couple more things we need to do here. We're going to go ahead and upgrade that clutch, since I'm pretty sure Cam's clutch is upgraded. Transmission's going to stay stock. Obviously, that welded diff all day, every day. So we're going to go ahead and upgrade that. Brakes, just for my own personal preference, I'm going to upgrade. We're definitely going to slam this thing to the ground, make it look nice and fresh. As far as the weight reduction goes, we're going to do a full weight reduction. This thing was pretty much stripped since the day Cam got it. You know, a full-out drift car, some might say. We're going to do a couple things to this motor, intake and exhaust, obviously. Upgrade the turbo as well as the intercooler, and I think that's pretty much going to be it for this build. Nothing too crazy. Let's go ahead and install that setup real quick and then jump into the tuning section. Now, I don't really want to do too much. We're just going to make this thing a little bit lower just for you know, just for the look-sees purposes of it, and then we're going to camber out the rear pretty much for the same reason. And then we're going to jump into the designs and paints, and I am actually going to search for a design today. So I'm just going to run into the description and type in Haggard and see what pops up for this car. Now, obviously, a lot of the older liveries here, but the one that I'm looking for is this one without the I guess you could say teal wheels here, or mint as some people say. This guy looks like he has the right idea, even though ours is not going to be wide body. I'm just going to skim through a few more options here. Pretty much this is what I'm looking for. Yeah, that's pretty much it, man. I think this guy right here, McQueen 917, is going to be our lucky winner. Big shout outs to you, man. Even though you didn't really win anything, I guess a shout out in my video, if that really means anything. To most people it probably doesn't, but to some means the world, man. So with that said, I think the only thing left to do is get out on the road, see what this lightly modded SR20 is all about. Now, right off the bat, before we get started, we're just gonna do a couple of test donuts here. Now, these things typically drift missiles in real life. Not a whole lot of power. I think, you know, that's just due to me not really modding the car entirely. Like, I didn't want to get too crazy with it. Obviously, Cam's build relatively modest compared to, I don't know. Haggard builds are pretty well, there's nothing too crazy outstanding power. They have usable power builds, which is what I like. They're like your everyday drifters, you know what I mean? They, you know, the cars that you see in their videos, realistically, on a relative budget, is something that you can do yourself. And I think that's the reason why Haggard Garage has been so successful, is that a lot of just car enthusiasts can relate to them, man, because they're doing real life stuff with real life parts that anybody can buy, anybody can install with the right tools and knowledge and stuff like that. And you know, it's that kind of thing that I think makes people really personable on YouTube. You know, it makes people, their characters are quite likable, I think, in that sense. So we're gonna try to drift around this little roundabout here. Now, going the opposite way, I was having a little bit of trouble, but look out. This thing, really, the only thing it needs is just a little bit more power, or if we just adjusted the gear ratio so that maybe we were, instead of being in the top of first gear, we were, let's say, in second gear, doing these kinds of drifts around the corners and stuff like that. But when you have to, you just drop her down into first, bank it off the red line. Woo-wee. And she'll drift, man. There's no question about that. This thing is definitely driftable. Damn, dude. Okay, we just got into an accident with a little Supra there. No big deal, no big deal. So let's get a little interior view here, see what our boy Cam can see when he's in there drifting. Now, these SR20s, from what I have gathered, just from, you know, the Haggard guys talking about these motors, not entirely the most reliable motor. cheap to maintain and fix maybe, but from my understanding, man, they tend to break, especially after a lot of abuse and stuff like that through track use and stuff. But I mean, we've yet to see any problem with cams, so I mean, that's just speculation at this point, ladies and gentlemen. Let me see here. I don't know, man. This drifting is good, but I feel like the build itself, this video has just been kind of getting a little long now. I'm not really sure. I haven't really looked at our timer here, but you guys know how we do. I think it's just about time that we stole somebody's driveway, parked this biatch real hard, and maybe put an end to this video. I don't know, man. What do you guys think? Let me know if you guys want to see longer videos, shorter videos, what kind of builds you guys want to see. I want to see some Hot Wheels builds, so let's see some Hot Wheels recommendations down there this week, man. I think that would be really cool, very dope. The tracks that they have set up in this game are just absolutely fire, man. I don't even know what to say. We're not really in the greatest side of the road for parking here. Let me see here. Let me just get a new spot. Somewhere we can get the sun shining nice on that green paint, and probably put an end to this video. So as always, if you guys did enjoy it, don't forget to smash that like button. If you guys want to see more and you are not subscribed yet, smash the subscribe button. You know, we're doing all types of these kinds of requests. I don't really see myself ever stopping anytime soon unless, you know, the internet crashes or YouTube, I mean, itself crashes. So yeah, definitely stay tuned for some very dope builds in the future. I'm thinking that's just about it, man. So as always, I am your boy, Denali, aka Don Squally. I just want to say thank you guys for watching. We're gonna catch y'all mofos at the next recovery of a lifetime. Oh fuck! Oh no! Oh! Fuck! Yeah, just keep on rolling there. Yeah. Don't worry about the racer or anything.